Well, hello. I have today for us a new song and a new virtual instrument. Now, this song is an adaptation of a folk song from Mexico that tells a story. It is a tragic love story, but it has a happy ending. So be patient and enjoy it. But first, I want to take you through how to play this new virtual instrument. This instrument is the guitar. Now, we all have seen guitars and maybe we've played some guitars, but have you ever played a virtual guitar? Maybe not. I have one that I have linked to in my Bitmoji classroom. And also, if you're using a Mac computer, you have to do this using Safari as your browser, not Chrome. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. And if you're not sure where that is, it is located at bit.ly, which is bit.ly/Thaxton Music, THAXTONMUSIC. And when you type that in, make sure you don't type it in the search field in Google or anything. It has to go in the address field. And a little word of warning, if you get even one typo, one thing is spelled wrong, or you're missing a letter, it won't take you there at all. So check it carefully. This is how it's spelled. You put that in the address field, that top field. Make sure that's filled in with that. And if you need help, it's okay to get a grown-up to help, because I know sometimes computers, they go, they don't quite always work the way we think they might. So once you get there, you're gonna go to my Bitmoji classroom. And in my Bitmoji classroom is my instrument room, and it's full of all sorts of virtual instruments and activities. You're gonna find the guitar, and the guitar's back there laying on the floor underneath the window. It might be sort of hard to find, and you're gonna click on that guitar, and there will be a little link that pops up below it, or sometimes just clicking on the guitar is enough if you're in present mode. But if you click on that link, that will take you to the Recursive Arts virtual guitar page. And you're going to get a page that looks something like this. Now, it's got a guitar on there, and it's really fun. If you've got a touch screen, you can actually go up and you can touch the strings with your finger, and it will make a sound. It will play that string wherever you touch it. If you touch it over the sound hole, it will play the open string. If you touch it anywhere on the fingerboard, it will play the note that would normally be played if your finger is down on that fret and you're plucking that particular string. That's pretty fun to play around with, but what we're gonna work with today are called chords. And chords, in this sense, means more than one note playing at a time. Or if you think about guitar, if you're strumming the guitar while you're playing it. So you're playing many of the strings, not just one string. And to get that to happen, you have to go over to this little spot right up here where it says that little switch there. It says chords on and off. You want to turn the chords on. And when you do that, you will get something that looks like this. It's got all of these different patterns of chords, and each key on your laptop will give you a different chord pattern. For example, A minor, or G major, or E7. Okay, you can play all of those chords. In fact, those are the three chords we're going to work with today. And to play those chords, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to put it up here on Q, W, and E. Q, W, and E on your keyboard. Okay, when you're pressing down Q, that puts this pattern here. It does not play it automatically. In order to play it, you need your right hand down on the bottom row of keys on your computer. Not quite the bottom row of letters. Yeah, not the one with the space bar, but the one up from that. And you're going to start with, you can start with the V and go all the way to the period. And those 6 keys will play the strings. Now, there's different ways to play it. You can just take your finger and you can just drag it along those keys, going up or down, either direction. And it will be like a strum. You can strum slowly, you can strum quickly, you can strum back and forth, you can strum in a different pattern, you can strum any way you like, and it makes that nice sound, okay? You can also make a strum, but the computer will decide the speed of the strum. if you push the arrow up key on your keyboard or the arrow down key. That won't control the speed, it will just play a strum. It will just play all of the chords, or all of the strings, I should say, which are also called chords. So you've got that. You can also do this. You can also take your fingers and do these little spider fingers on there. And if you put those on the keys, like B and all the way up to the period key, although you have to pick your favorite 5, you can kind of do this, and it will make this pattern, which we call in music, we call it arpeggio or arpeggiated, which that is when you take a chord, many notes that are sounding at the same time, and you make them each sound by themselves in order. That's called an arpeggio. So you can either do an arpeggio like this, a strum like this, or an automatic strum by pushing the arrow keys. My favorite, the arpeggio. I just love the arpeggios. Yep. So when you're watching this video about Don Gato, and I encourage you to watch it a lot of times, maybe watch it once and just sing the words. The lyrics are going to be running across the top. Or the second time, you can get out your, get going with your virtual guitar. But here's the trick. You're not going to be able to see the video and the virtual guitar at the same time unless you do something tricky with it. You could either have 2 screens going, you could have a laptop that has got the virtual guitar going, and then watch this video on your phone, okay? This is tricky, I know. You might have to have some grown-ups help you, and parents, thank you for all the help that you're giving your kids. You are really what's getting us all through these tough times with everybody being on distance learning and figuring it out. So thank you for that. So you might have 2 screens. You got your phone going and you're watching what the chords are while you're playing it on your laptop computer, or vice versa. There's also a trick that you can do, and it depends on what kind of computer you have. You can do a side-by-side screen. So you can split those screens. If you know how to do that, great. If you don't worry about it. You can look it up on Google, depending on what operating system you have. Macs and Windows machines do it differently, but it's also a great way where you can see the video on one side of your screen and play your guitar on the other side of the screen. All right, here it goes. Follow along, watch the computer laptop. It will show you which keys to push. The Q, W, and E keys are the ones we're going to be using, and strum away. Take it away. Don Gato. Oh, Senor, Don Gato was a cat. On a high red roof, Don Gato sat. He went there to read a letter, meow, 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 where the reading light was better, meow, meow, meow. 'Twas a love note for Don Gato. I adore you, wrote the lady cat, who was fluffy white and nice and fat. There was not a sweeter kitty, meow, 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 in the country or the city, meow, meow, meow. And she said she'd wed Don Gato. Oh, Senor Don Gato jumped with glee. He fell off the roof and broke his knee, broke his ribs and all his whiskers, meow, 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 and his little solar plexus, meow, meow, meow. Ay caramba, cried Don Gato. Then the doctors all came on the run, just to see if something could be done. And they held a consultation, meow, 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 about how to save their patient, meow, meow, meow. How to save Senor Don Gato. But in spite of everything they tried, poor Senor Don Gato up and died. Oh, it wasn't very merry, meow, 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 going to the cemetery, meow, meow, meow.
for the ending of Don Gato. As the funeral passed the market square, such a smell of fish was in the air. Though the burial was slated, meow, 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 he became reanimated, meow, meow, meow. He came back to life, Don Gato.